Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Abia State, the Zonal Chairman of our party, South-South, the Chairman of our party in the state, the former Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, the single senators here, particularly former Senate President, Senator John Azotan Bata, Chairman of Elders Council, senatorial candidates, and House of Rep candidates and Assembly candidates that are there, the Deputy Governorship candidate presenting the governorship candidate of Abia State, members of the State Executive Council, the primary ruler of Emohua community, Sergeant Chidi Awuse, the Civil Service Staff of River State, our dear leaders, traditional rulers of Odido, Ababu, and other communities that are here, gentlemen of the press, beautiful women of Odido and Ababu communities, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to say Happy New Year to every one of us. This is my first assignment of the new year, and it is taking place to the glory of God, where I have never envisaged in my life that a community like that exists in the state. Let me thank the chairman of Emohua Government Council who drew my attention to this community. As I was coming, I noticed that the Ababu road that goes to the Omok road, where we commissioned the Ababu Obodioga road, this other one goes to Omok. So this is a bush. Then from that Ababu area, coming this way, is also bush. Now you see a community in between. So there's no access road from here, neither there's access road from the other side. So the only access road you have is through the water. And I'm hearing there are Ebe people who migrated down to this area. And nobody, has ever talked about them. And how would they know there's a government? The only way people know about government if they feel the presence of government. Hearing government does not make any sense to them. I'm sure the people of Odido, which me today, as I finish here, I will drive to that community and see the community myself. Because it is not only by explaining, saying, it's good to go and see whether actually people exist there. And I thank Almighty God who has given us the privilege and the opportunity to be in government, to be the one that will bring the presence of government to this community. And to say, I have every confidence in the contractor that, as I have said, they will finish the job, and on our own part, money will not be a problem to the contractor to finish this job. So we believe before the election, by the grace of God, we'll come back here and commission this road leading to Odido community. We'll come back in the next 2 days to Ebeda, where we'll flag off Ababu, through Omok Road to, and through Omok Road to Ebeda. So many people wanted this thing to be done together. I said no. To flag all these two projects, I would not have had the opportunity to come to Odido. So it is good I said it must be done differently so that we can have a practical experience of the whole thing. You know, this is 2023 and it's the year of politics, so it will be difficult in doing this thing without you also talking politics. Obedient people, are they here? Obedient people, are you here? Are you here? Is there any government that has ever remembered? Hold on. Is there any government that has ever remembered you? Have you seen road before? Is it the first time you are seeing road? Are you happy with us? Are you happy with us now? So you will vote for our governor, is it not? Will you vote for our governor? You will vote for our senator? You will vote for our assembly? Is that true? So don't worry, Chidilori will tell you where you vote on the one. Do you understand me? They will come and tell you that one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Chidilori will meet you people and tell you people where all the other votes, the basket you will put it. Do you understand me? Put all in one basket. Will anyone go away? Will you vote for any other person other than whom we said? If you remember me, I remember me. Not so. You do for me, you fall for me, you many. I just said, I was watching the former governor carrying his business partner along that they should vote for him for governor because that is going to do well. Why will you not do well for him? When you sold our gas turbine to your Guba candidate, you sold Olympia to your Guba candidate. Why will you not say that he will do well? But for Rivers people, will I vote for go for him? Will you vote for APC? Guba candidate. Will you listen to him? So tell him to take his candidate and go away. Not so. You don't want. Do you want his candidate? They just want to take the River State and do business. I will not allow them to do that business. Will you allow them to do the business? A man who says you love River State, I agree. The only way you can show you love your people is not to go and cite school where people are not living. It's not where to go and cite school like what you said, where you want to go and see somebody. See where you are supposed to cite project. You see no Odido community, you never have put any project there. But you go and cite project where human beings are not. We will not allow such person. We will not allow those who have wasted our money. Rather, we continue to support those who have used government money for the interest of the people. And this is what we call the interest of the people. He said he's a proper Equatorial man. I won't talk that one today. When I go to Rome tomorrow, we will talk who's a proper Equatorial man, who's not a proper Equatorial man. That you are born in Equatorial land does not make you an Equatorial man. Do you understand what I mean? That you answer Equatorial name does not make you a proper Equatorial person. But tomorrow we will define who is an Equatorial man and who is not an Equatorial man. Tomorrow we'll define it because we'll be in Equatorial land. Chirilo, don't be angry. I know that here is Ababu. I will say it in Port Harcourt, where everybody will be there. Chirilo, you served Amechi very well from Ababu. Chirilo was nearly charged for murder because of the interest of Amechi. There's nothing Chirilo did not defend in the assembly. Illegality upon illegality upon illegality. Because of Amechi. Chirilo will not allow due process to follow before the bill is passed. To the point that they have to carry assembly to the government house for the interest of Amechi. Yet, Ababu didn't get road where Chirilo come from. Yet, Odudo couldn't get road. Yet, Umuduga couldn't get road. Where Chirilo represent them. But God and praise God. Now, if God did not remove the influence, today you would not have given Ababu road. Today will not have gotten road. Today, one model may not have gotten a road. So when a man says it's proper equity, what have you done for them here? What have you done for those who have served you? That's what we're talking about. So I believe you can see the difference. Who is a proper equity man and who is not a proper equity man. I'm not just answering equity name. I can defend the interests of equity people. Yes. I was a minister. I did not only defend the interests of Rivers State, I also defend the interests of equity. That's what they call a proper equity man. You were a minister of transport, you were close to the governor, to the president. Tell me one project you brought to equity land. Tell me one project you brought to Rivers State. Mention one. Not one. The one you told us they would do to Meduguri, no more. That is, you told us. So mention. As I'm sitting here, as I'm standing here, I can tell you all kinds of projects I brought as a minister to the state. That's what we call interest. It's not where you don't want people who will compete with you. You are afraid of raising people who you think will compete with you. That is not the interest of the state and the interest of where you come from. No one man can be an island. Any man who says he's only going to be the only big man in his community is a wicked man. Any wicked man, any man who says no, that big man will come other than him is a wicked person. Because what is the essence of wealth and enjoyment if you cannot raise other people from your own area? No one man can be all and all. He must allow that bull to grow. He must not be greedy. Man who goes to anybody working with me or who are my subordinates, I see his house, I begin to be envy. I said, look at this one. What's he going to do with this house? I should be happy that those who are working with me are also improving in their own life as I'm improving in my own life. How will I leave office? And then I see those who are my PAs. They'll come to my house. Then I can ask them, where are you living? That was wicked life. So don't just come out and say you're a proper Equiriman. You are not. You are not. Because if you are, you have allowed a lot of Equiriman Rivers people to grow. But everybody that wants to grow, the person must come down. Every Rivers man who had contract when you were a minister, you cancelled it. As I came, I know the debt I inherited. You gave so many people jobs. You didn't pay them. That's wickedness. I cannot give anybody a job without paying the person and I leave office. That's wickedness. I won't do that. You give me a job because you want me to grow. Why are you going to be envious again of what I'm going to benefit from that job? May God never allow me to associate with such a person. Now, I woke up this morning and I read where they said how Wike, Ortom, frustrated PDP's microzoning to southeast. They said of what the presidential candidate of PDP said, Atiku. Forced Ortom to open the ticket, to allow it open. Nigerians know who are those who oppose to zoning. Nigerians know who are those who oppose zoning the party chairman first. I was one of those who led the zoning that the party chairman should go to the north. Because I believe that the presidency should go to the south. And I also attended a meeting of the southern governors, both the PDP and APC and other parties, where we agreed from Delta to Lagos and Enugu, where we agreed that the presidency should come to the south. And when the zoning committee was set up, this same Atiku had gone to buy form to frustrate the recommendation of the zoning committee. And that was what happened. When they have bought form, they said, oh, there's no need of zoning now. Will you tell people to withdraw? That was their gimmick. Now it's haunting them. Yes, I know. You don't like Ortom, no doubt. No problem. I know my own is no problem. But I was the highest, this state gave you the highest support in 2019, both logistics and vote. So it is, I mean, you can't deceive any Nigerian again. All I have stood for is for equity, fairness, and justice. So saying that me and Governor Ortom frustrated PDP's microzoning to Southeast will not make people of Southeast not to, they know those who don't want presidency to come here. So saying this will not help. It will not help. If you're a bad product, you're a bad product. If you're a good product, you're a good product. After all, why do you call me Ortom? You worked under somebody. The person had recommended to Nigerians another person. Is it me? You know what I call the recommendation? I worked with somebody for 8 years. And we're using it as a campaign that when we're in office, we did well. Then my boss is recommending another person not to me. There's something fundamentally wrong. Am I the one? Am I the one? So why me? Am I a Obasanjo who made recommendation for another person? Go and hold your boss who recommended another person rather than you. And I was praying that Obasanjo should not say anything. When I saw the letter last night, I was touched. If your principal cannot recommend you, then there's something fundamentally wrong. After all, you people went to see your principal, to lobby your principal to recommend you. It took your principal a long time. He now wrote a letter to all Nigerians. So look, I'm not too comfortable. So, I'm not the one who said this one or that one. Everybody should carry his problem and go where their problems are. Leave me alone. Leave Ortom alone. Leave G5 governors alone. Face your problem where your problem is. So let me, on this note, and to tell all those that this period, no matter anything, abuse does not, any politician who does not take abuse is not a politician. If you like you have always done, you have your media houses, go and abuse us. It's the vote we are talking about. Come and meet Ojido people and take vote. Come and meet Akpo people and take vote. Leave me alone. Me and these people were finished. We have signed the agreement. You do for me, I do for you. Now I'm doing for them, they are going to do for me. You come and tell them what you will do for them. Don't listen to them. No. Do you understand what I'm saying? Chidi Lloyd. Where is Chidi Lloyd? Commissioner, Chairman of local government. Is he here? Please, as we finish this road, don't allow these bogey people to come and begin to come and see Ojido people are not available. Are they available? Are they available? They are not available. So make sure all the votes here, put one basket. One basket. Direct them, talk to them where it will go to. Do you understand me? Politics now, people talk to people understand. The next, our politics in now is not this one. It's the one we talk in the houses. Do you understand me? It's the one that matters. This one we're talking here just to make sure things are moving on well. I'm not